If you have ever dreamed of being self-sufficient, of growing your own sustainable abundance of fruits, vegetables, even the meat you eat, from land that's been nurtured and cared for and loved, this is your paradise dream come true. With stars and sunrises unadulterated by city lights and smoggy pollution, stunning views in a valley whose changing attitude creates character in and of herself. Open space all around you where you literally walk out your back door, saddle your horse, and ride for hours and hours from your very own land. Here you can raise your family or create your very own intentional community with people who share your values of self-sufficiency, control over food, and living with the land. I bought this land in 2005. In 2007, I began to clean the property and restore its productivity. I began with the house, making repairs, painting, and remodeling it. I installed fences and cross fences. I added 2 wings to the old barn so the horses would enjoy a shelter in inclement weather. Then I turned my attention to the land itself. Over the course of 2 years, I worked to restore the irrigation. Today, all 30 allotted acres are irrigated. They produce grass hay and alfalfa hay grown from non-GMO seeds on ground not treated with Roundup or other herbicides, pesticides, or fungicides. The land now supports a herd of 9 horses and a dozen cattle. Today I enjoy the sustainable farm that provides organic produce and grass-fed meat. I've grown my own grass-fed and grass-finished beef, lamb, chicken, and pork. I've had goats and rabbits as well. Today I have my own milk cow, a lovely Jersey cow named Gabby, who allows me to enjoy raw, grass-fed butter, milk, yogurt, and cheese. My grocery bill is very low as almost all of my food is grown here. I love that my food is real. It has not been irradiated or chlorinated or adulterated with other chemicals. All of the animals who live here have enjoyed pastures where they've had social lives. The pastured Tamworth and Duroc pigs lived in herds of 3 generations. Wagyu, Penzauer, Angus, and Dexter cattle also live in 3-generation herds. Each year I am treated to the birth of Katahdin lambs. Every day I eat eggs that are rich and delicious. This was confirmed by the blindfold taste testers. From the 1960s through the 1980s, hippies and others who valued sustainable living moved into the hills above Tonasket. Over the decades, their communes have disappeared. But some of those residents stayed, and even today there is an energy about Tonasket, a soft, loving, and socially aware energy embodied in the music of Pete Seeger, Peter, Paul, and Mary, Woody and Arlo Guthrie, Joan Baez, Judy Collins, and other peace and social activists whose music and ideology still thrives in Tonasket. Today, the Community Cultural Center of Tonasket fosters an environment that promotes diversity, cooperation, and tolerance. The people of Okanogan are good people. I am surrounded by those who would go the extra mile for a friend or a neighbor in need. I feel safe exploring my neighborhood and the surrounding lands. This is an area where self-sufficiency is valued and people enjoy values of rural living. They grow hay, raise cattle, and nurture apple, pear, cherry, apricot, and peach orchards. Some even have vineyards. Wildlife thrives here. Game birds, deer, elk, moose, bighorn sheep provide food for those who hunt them. Salmon, bass, trout are found in abundance in rivers or lakes. And while I do not hunt, I do enjoy training my horses and riding from my land to explore Whiskey Mountain. My personal passion is to capture my horses in photographs taken against an out west backdrop. I ride right from the west edge of my property into state lands, where I set up my horses against dramatic landscapes offered by the ever-changing vistas. Perhaps you and your family will enjoy hours on horseback riding through breathtaking scenery. Here, in my part of the Okanogan Valley, there is a spiritual component where people come in touch with their souls. Whether it be the land that I've nurtured or the valley itself, I don't know where this feeling comes from, but we all feel it. The healing magic of the great Mother Earth. Perhaps her heart beats here. There is a rhythm with the land that invites a naturalist study of nature. One day, when I was with the horses and we were riding to the lake, a flock of geese flew overhead in a tight V formation. Suddenly, they broke ranks. All patterns were lost. Even the rhythmic honk, honk, honk that draws one's eyes to the skies was lost to chaos. They flew randomly for a minute. Then, one by one, they fell back into formation and departed as though nothing had interrupted their southern migration. There are other things that one observes in the calm of winter that can be found nowhere else. Would one's soul could achieve such quiet as the muted world created by winter's snowfalls. The rebirth each spring reminds us of the cycles of life. The harvest of summer and early fall affirms our partnership with Gaia. The exquisite beauty of fall's subtle colors demand our gratitude for the gift of living on and with the land. If it is your desire to live a life closer to the earth, to grow your own food, and live a self-sufficient lifestyle in an area that is perfect for raising a family, you can do no better than this turnkey gentleman's ranch that has a barn, 3-bedroom house, and 3 rustic guest cabins. This self-sufficient farm sports 75 acres and cross-fenced acres. 30 of those are irrigated and planted to productive grass and alfalfa fields, as well as pasture for horses and cattle. Additionally, there is a municipal airport 10 miles south of the property in Tonasket, Washington. If you are interested in owning this turnkey farm, please read the description below this video and contact me.